What up? What up? What up? It's Lance motherfucking Tom. We got a special guest on this show right now.
What's your My name is Noah James, aka Young Orca, King Orca, the intelligent elegant elephant, the hockey mask Haitian, Powerbomb James,
Shit.
Majin Buddha, Sir Manifest. I'm from the Inland Empire. It's like 45 minutes from like Los Angeles, like San Bernardino, Riverside County,
Hmm.
the biggest county, you know, all the festivals is out here. Every festival you love, pay dues, Rock the Bell, Coachella, and then they all out here. All these.
Hey, shout out to the NOS Event Center.
Yeah, shout out to all the Native Americans out here. They run the IE. That's who run the IE is the Native Americans. That's who. Shout out to Sam Manuel. You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Hey,
dude.
let's get it. But thank you again for coming on the podcast and being down to do this interview. It's such a big honor.
Nah, much love, man. I love interviews, man. I haven't done one like in a while, like in 2 months. So this is beautiful.
Oh, okay, okay, right on, right on. But let's kind of get into it. So how did you get into music?
Um, Shoot, there's so many ways. I used to write letters to my mama when she
Mm,
was incarcerated in jail.
mm-hmm.
So, and the way I wrote was like rhymes. Um, I was into blues a lot. Like my grandfather introduced me to blues. So that's probably like my real introduction into like liking music enough to trying it. You know what I mean? Like singing a song, uh, loving the performance of it. Blues was like really there. Jazz was really there, but I couldn't do neither. So freestyling and rapping has become like it was there right there. Just I can freestyle, I can rap, I can do whatever. I can. It was alchemy to me. It
Oh,
made me happy. You know what I mean?
ooh.
So it was different. I can transform anything to anything how I want it. It was
Mm-hmm.
negative, turn it positive. It was shit. I can turn it to gold.
Mm-hmm.
So so hip hop was really that. It became like when people like I found my magic. Like yeah, I literally found my magic. I found my wand. I found what I needed to get through. So blues and jazz and I don't know, tragedy, man. That's really got me into music.
I got you. I got you. That's dope, man. There's like so many different ways you can definitely get into rap and to music, and that's inspiring for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like coming from that, that's really inspiring for that for you to come from where you're coming from. Because I remember your manager was talking about I think you were like what was it? Like you were in the the system, right? You were in an orphan.
Yeah, yeah, group
Yeah,
homes. Before I got
group homes.
Brandon got a hold of me. Group
Hmm.
homes, little centers, boys camps. I was product of the government pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a check kid. That's crazy. Shantae Roxanne was talking about that. It was and a check kid is you get in the system and foster care or group home. You're just there for the people to get a check for you.
Oh
You
shit.
become a check. It's kind of like
That's
Wow.
fucked up.
That's
the,
crazy.
the
That's
Oh,
crazy.
oh, I think the audio
Oh,
cut out for a second.
let's see.
Um, Yo, Noah, I think your audio cut out for a second. We can't hear you. There, you can hear us, but we can't hear you. I'm not too sure. Hold up. Got some technical difficulties real quick, fam. Let me try to see what's up. Oh, he's gonna rejoin. Hello, hello. Oh, it's alright, y'all. It's We get it down. But while we try to figure this out real quick, sorry guys, I'm gonna run just a quick ad while we got these technical difficulties. So hold up real quick.
All right,
Oh, got you.
I'm back.
All right,
Oh,
cool.
for sure. Hold up. I ran an ad real quick while we were trying to get stuff all situated.
Shit, I'm back, baby.
For sure.
What's up? What's up?
All right,
All
hold
up.
up. Another like 40 seconds for the ad to be over, and then we can get right back into it.
Oh, y'all fast. I love that.
We gotta do what we gotta do, you know.
Nah, I feel it. One of my alarms went off, and I think that triggered the audio from cutting off.
Oh, I got you. I
So
got you.
I just turned off all my alarms right now.
All love, man. All love.
Yeah, nah, that shit's crazy. And y'all, it is on Twitch right now, right?
Yeah, it's live, but when I run an ad, unless people are subscribed, they'll just see the ad. All right, in 10 seconds, we going back live in 7.
All right. Can you tweet it for me? Yeah.
Hey, yo, fam, we back. Sorry, ran into some technical difficulties real quick, but just ran a quick little ad check, and we back.
Hey.
What's up?
But yeah, I mean, where we left off before the audio kind of cut out, you were talking about like what it meant to be. I think the phrase you use is like a check kid.
Yeah, a check kid, just people collecting checks. More kids you have in a group home, more foster kids you have, more checks you got.
Oh,
And
no
some
shit.
and some
Okay.
people would kick you out at 16, 17 and still collect that check.
Wow.
You know
That-
what I mean?
That's fucked up, man. There's some fucked up people in the world, dude. Like, how you just gonna take advantage of like kids like that, you know?
Shit, this shit been going on since it happened to X. It happened to Shantae Roxanne. It
Wow.
happened to like Kara S1.
Wow.
It's been going on since
Shit.
the 70s.
Mm.
Yeah.
Damn, what
Damn.
happened to shit. I remember I remember KRS One, I guess, like talking about like his upbringing and childhood and everything. I think he did mention that. That's crazy. But X, I didn't know that. I didn't know
I didn't know that.
I didn't know X was like that too. That's crazy.
Yeah, his mom dropped him. Mom told him she's taking him somewhere, and she dropped him off and never came back.
That's right. He dropped him off like a juvenile center or something like that, right? For like 3 months or so. Yeah, he told him just.
Wow.
I remember that. I remember in the Rough Riders, the documentary that I recently just watched. Yeah.
Yeah. So X went through it too, man.
Shit, that's crazy.
Damn.
That's inspiring. That you coming from that and then you building up from where you're at. Does it seem kind of crazy to you from like where you came from to where you're at now?
Like sometimes I think about it, like like a lot of people that I know are dead, gone, jail, murderers.
Mm-hmm.
I could have easily got caught up in that. Like I kind of did, but I don't know. I just moved different. I think I always had love. I've always been a protector, no matter my situation was. Like even when I thought I was a mean kid, I actually wasn't mean. I was just mean to people that was mean. But if you was nice,
Yeah.
I was nice. So it's kind of one of those things where you mean, I'm mean. You
Yeah.
nice, I'm nice. So it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like I just did that. Like you positive to me, I'm positive to you. But you fucked up to me, I might do something heinous to your ass.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. That's the way life
facts,
is.
man. Some shit I live by. Talk shit, get hit.
Real talk. My favorite quote is to know great peace, and you got to know great violence.
Oh, okay. Shit.
That's a
what I mean?
bar. That's a
Ooh.
bar.
Dropping bars left and right from you, my man. I'm
Like,
learning a lot, and we're only 9
That's
minutes
Buddha,
in, bro.
man. A lot of bars are like Buddha and Hinduism. Like it's Buddha probably had the most bars out of all the prophets, man. Like Buddha bars was crazy because it made it understandable. Like what's a Shaolin bar that I fucking love where he says, "A man that only know good is not a good man."
Okay, shit.
Because a man, a man that only know good, he don't. How can he how can he be a good man if he don't know the darkness?
Yeah,
that's true.
He
That's
needs
true.
to know the negative. To be a good man, you got to know the negative.
That's
you need
true.
to know what not.
Yeah.
What it like. There's people that's so naive, they just don't know what's bad. They think they're good, but they so naive of shit. They do bad shit, still think they're good people.
Yeah.
Nah.
Facts.
Yeah, I've been in the darkness, so I understand what darkness is. I know how it feels. I embraced it in the name of love. and so I comprehend it, and that would help me on my path. You know.
Yeah. I felt like music saved your life pretty much then, right?
Yeah,
Since
shit. I can say anime first, then
yeah.
music. Yeah,
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with
Hey,
that.
for sure. Amen to
ain't,
that.
ain't
uh,
nothing wrong with that, man. But I remember in a post, you did, you posted your battle rapping scene. And I remember commenting, I was like, dude, you could be a great battle rapper. He was like, nah, I am a great battle. I was like, oh shit, my bad, dude.
Hey,
No
yo,
disrespect. No disrespect,
nah,
man.
put some
I was like,
respect on his name,
yeah.
Lance.
my
Can you
homegirl Amy about to put the same. She's like, I'm about to tell them the same thing because she used to go to all my battles.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that
yeah.
she said, this is my. She said my vicious era is her favorite version of me
Oh,
because I
okay.
was vicious, bro. I
Yeah.
was battle
Say.
rap. Battle rap was a double-edged sword, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, it made me feel good, but I didn't realize how much bad karma I was building up for myself.
I got you. I
Oh,
got
oh.
shit, man.
Do you mind talking about that a little bit?
Yeah.
Man, power of the tongue, man. Like I'm going in to tear you down.
Okay. All
Like
right.
you
Yeah.
understand? Like I'm throwing curses out. I'm throwing bad spells out consistently to
Mhm.
tear someone down purposely.
Mhm.
There's no way to avoid bad karma from that. There's no way. Even though that you're doing it as a outlet, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's kind of like Dexter, the TV show Dexter. Like,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you're a
Mhm.
serial killer killing serial killers, but you're still killing.
Mhm. Oh
You
yeah,
know,
definitely.
like it's still a moral thing that you will have to own up to, no
Mhm.
matter. But you are doing this out of being helpful. You're killing rapists, you're killing pedophiles, you're doing this, Dexter, but you're still killing. And it's
Yeah.
like it comes back to you, man. Like I remember like this dude at a battle and they got this pregnant girlfriend. And my whole thing was like, yo, I'm gonna battle his girlfriend. I'm not even gonna rap at this dude. I'm about to
Shit.
make him.
Oh
Here come the art of
shit.
war. I'm about to make him stand up for her or
Yeah.
not.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
Da-
Holy
Damn.
You know what I
crap.
mean?
Yeah,
That.
It's a
yeah,
thinking that
yeah.
like you bring. She's loud too, and she's
Yeah.
going to make a scene. And
Yeah.
I'm about, here come the theatrics. Here come. You start acting like it's a play like Hamlet right now. You start
Yeah.
her
So,
dramatics become part of your battle rap now.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah.
That's
know,
some.
so
That's some real psychological warfare type shit,
bruh,
man. That's yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, man, the art of war type shit.
like
Yeah, can you
rapping with bottom of my belly hanging off my shirt because I want you to rap about it because I got like 8 rebuttals that's gonna fucking make.
Oh,
Ooh.
Your
yes,
battle
sir.
about to be crazy. So I'm setting you up for rebuttals. Like, and I had an OG named Theory, and the homie Theory would have his hair all messed up and wear ashy ass leather jackets. So he would
Yeah.
talk about his gear, and he
Mhm.
and his rebuttal was about to be like, oh my god, it's about to be devastating. It's about to be,
Damn.
yeah,
Yo, nah, I
yeah.
feel that. I feel that.
Can
But
you Oh, go on, man.
I was just gonna say, but do you ever like miss battle rapping a little bit, just like the sport of it, or you know?
Mm, you could know it? Nah, man. I did this show called Versus.
Okay.
Before the new Versus, so it was a
Yeah.
TV show called Versus, and
Okay.
it was kind of like that TV show on Netflix that Cardi B and Chance. I really think the people that shot our show sold that show to them. It's
Mm.
the exact thing. Like one round you have to just rap, another round you have to freestyle props, another round you have to be in a studio, another round you got to battle rap, another round it got to be in the studio with a big artist and maybe shoot some type of video. Like
Mhm.
it was crazy right there, right? And there was one round where you have to battle,
Mhm.
and they was like, Noah, what are you going to do because you're so positive? And I said, damn, I don't want to fuck up my karma. And at that point, I didn't know how to battle no more. Like, I didn't understand because I'm about to go straight to vicious mode. Like,
Mhm.
there's no gray area. And my girl said, listen, don't be, what she said? Don't be, God, what? Yeah, she said, "Don't be
Don't be
rude."
rude.
She said, "Don't be rude. Like, make fun of them.
Yeah,
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Okay,
make it
okay.
funny. Make it real
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
Like almost it's all true because I just look at them and start making them lines. So, but don't be rude. Don't say lines that, bro. I have this one line, and I always tell myself every once in a while I repeat it so people know the impact. But when I battled the dude with the pregnant girlfriend,
Yeah.
I told him, I will fuck your bitch while she pregnant and bust a nut on your unborn daughter's tongue. Right, bruh,
that
and it
that is.
was everyone was like, you see the guns about to get untucked. I got a lot of Samoans behind me too, so I'm playing football, so my whole football team behind me. So you don't really, it's nothing but black, Mexican, Samoans. You really want no problems with that. So everyone, they ready to pull those straps out, and everyone had to stop them and say, "I told y'all." Like
Damn.
they like black. That my rap name was Blackjack, aka Anakin.
Yeah, yeah.
And they like, "Hey, I told you, Big Anakin. He gonna say something to you, gonna make you want to pull out that blammer on him." And I
Shit.
said that line, and everyone just stopped. Like, oh fuck, shit, where that come from?
Bro, dude,
Bro.
So she
That's
knows it. She knows
that's
that. So she didn't want me to say that, like that a show possibly could be on national TV
uh-huh.
or
Yeah.
be big. It got real big. Like it went that clip I did on this battle thing got viral. So I was smart just to make fun of him.
Mhm.
yeah,
Like
Mhm.
yeah.
I told him he listened to Drake on his stomach, like shit like that. Like he looked like Chris Brown, so I said you should dismount off the dick of Chris Brown and like like little. He just funny bars. He look like
uh,
Chris Brown, and he looked like he listened to Drake on his stomach. So I just said visually funny things about him. Like, and I wore this disaster, no can do, and who's the other judge?
damn,
Disaster?
disaster.
And
Holy
dumbfounded. I mean, I'm gonna send y'all the clip.
dumbfounded.
So,
Oh
and
shit.
I wore this red jacket, and I told the dude, I said, cause it was for 10 G's, like they show you when I said 10 G's, I'm feeling like the man. I'm about to bust through your mother's wall like the Kool-Aid man. And I had this big ass red jacket on. Like, yeah. Everyone like, oh, you
Oh
look like the Kool-Aid
shit.
man.
Yo, you're
Hey,
dropping bar for
yo,
bar.
but that's
Well,
hey, but if anything, my favorite thing about like battle rapping is just like how witty people gotta be and like how fast you gotta be with like the comebacks and the
Yes.
rebuttals and everything.
yeah.
So in like that sense, like that's a totally just like crazy art form, you know?
I love that part of it. And it gets same battle rapper is all gun bars. It's all this and
Mm-hmm.
you know that's why sometimes I like the polite battles or I like battles like Daylight. That's a homie too where he break down some real social economics systematic type shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
even though it's a theatric, but we learned that battling nowadays is a play.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you about it, like I done plays, so I done a lot of plays in my life. Like when I learned that I have this voice, I started doing a lot of plays. So when I learned battle, I said battle rap, you have to learn how to actually perform.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
that's why DMX was an actor. He can act because
Yeah.
his live performance was not a rap performance. It's a like theatric performance.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah,
Dude,
battle rap was something, man.
what's the process of battle rap? Like you getting ready for the battle? Do you like look up your opponents like his like well, I don't know how long ago was battle rap for
Nah,
you?
it wasn't none of that. It was like
None
you
of
get to
that.
nah.
Oh,
Sometimes you didn't
okay.
even know you throw the name. It was freestyling over beats.
Okay.
By the
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
time when I got out, we was still
Yeah.
rapping over beats.
Okay.
I was doing Scribble
Oh.
Jam.
Okay.
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 Like
Okay.
I battled Jen at an import night in Hollywood.
Hot airport nights.
Yeah,
Oh, all
Oh.
right,
got him
yo.
too. Got him, got him,
Woo!
got him. It was 20 big bars. It was 20 big boy bars. So I just went Godzilla. Like if you're gonna just keep
Jeez.
on calling me big, now I'm about to be Godzilla and talk talk about how I'm the anti-hero.
Mm-hmm.
At the
Yeah.
same time, I'm the hero. At the
Okay.
same time, so I really, it was funny. Like it's, I don't know. My process back in the day was Thunderbird, Thunderbird malt liquor and a blunt and get psychotic.
Oh shit. I mean, that's a good process right there, brother.
like,
Hey,
like
you
really,
know,
like how vicious can I be? I was like, this is bad. I said, man, I want to hate myself after this battle for what I said.
but speaking of like battle rapping and everything, like, did you for you started as like a battle rapper, you freestyle and battle rap? Do you remember the first bar that you spit? Your first rhyme,
My first rhyme. My first rhyme is I don't remember.
or
I didn't remember when it was at the Boys and Girls Club,
okay,
and they just gave me the mic,
Mm-hmm.
and I just went off. I think it
mm.
was the Flavor in Your Air beat.
Ooh, I like
Yeah,
that. I like that. Yeah,
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 um,
yeah.
yeah.
or let me rephrase it. Was there like, do you remember? I guess like your first freestyle or battle or song you made when you realized that like, hey, you know what? Like, I'm really good at this shit. Like I'm gonna make it. Like I'm real nice with it.
I had a song called The Animal,
Okay.
right? It was called The Animal, and um, I performed it, and everyone kind of knew the lyrics. This is when you had Share Bears and all. People got to download music like that, and
Mhm.
it was Going to Animal. The beat was crazy, but it was like I'm a wild nigga, wild spitter.
Mm-hmm.
Crocodile on a I'm the crocodile on the Nile River. I'm the snake
Ooh.
charmer and ape armor. I'm the lake monster. I'll haunt you. Loch
Oh.
Ness. My
Sheesh.
conscious topics be knowledge and still be the hot shit. I'm the intelligent, elegant elephant. My flow is heaven. It was really, yeah, that was like,
Hey.
yeah,
Yo.
like with a mic song, I
Uh huh.
squeeze like a python and blow up on you like a pipe bomb.
God
It was gonna,
damn.
and the hook was like, I'm an animal, I'm a beast, I'm a cannibal when it comes to MCs.
Ooh.
Next, y'all niggas better stay out of my reach. The next minute, I'm gonna be picking you out of my teeth.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Right? And
Oh.
it
That's
was
nasty shit right there,
my
bro.
homie DJ Ever ended up putting it on the local radio for me.
Mhm.
Then I start performing it. Then it was the first time, like, that point where you rapping and you look at someone and go like, you know the lyrics. Like, say it. You have the first, when Christian Hart, when you like do this, like put the mic to someone and they don't know the lyrics, right?
Mhm.
So that's a lot of nervousness. So this is the first time I felt like, yo, I can do this,
Mhm.
and they're gonna know it. And it was a girl, and she
Mm-hmm.
grabbed the mic and started rapping my verse,
Oh. Okay.
and I
Ooh,
was
shit.
like, I I kind of cried a little bit, and I cried a lot, and everyone got on stage and started crying with me because they
Damn.
didn't know
Damn.
what was going on. But in
Yeah.
my head, I was like, yo, I have a real shot at this.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Damn, that's crazy. That's dope, man.
That's
That's
Yeah, that it was a breakdown, like a good breakdown. You gotta have bad and good breakdowns, and that was like the greatest one of the breakdowns I ever had.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sheesh, man. That's dude, your rhymes are so like aggressive and like so like metaphorical and so dope. Like how did you know the style of rap that your sound? How did you figure out your sound of rap?
Oh yeah, everything I'm listening to, I'm like, yo, I wanna be as I want to be as bluesy as BB King and Bobby Blue Bland
oh,
and
okay.
Muddy Waters and Charles Bradley. I want to be as my voice is muddy, is chunky, is muddy, got a lot of bass in it,
Hmm.
and they showed me how to do that. Then this is me start listening to um, here come DMX, here come um, Metallica, here come
Oh.
Slipknot. Here come
Oh. Okay.
like I start getting into like I was in a band too, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I start fusing a lot of shit
Mm-hmm.
when everything I'm listening to. Like here come the positivity and grit of Sublime. You know what I mean? Like here come I don't know. It was a lot, man. Who was I really Rakim? That was like
Mm.
Oh,
how to
rock
rap
him.
to, like be an instrument. You're the and like that's the first time I
Mm-hmm.
understand that like we are the instrument because
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
they look and I'm like okay I'm the instrument so how do I need to learn how to throw my voice use my voice
Mm.
rap with this tone rap
Mm.
with this tone or go even higher at this tone
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
pitch like all that shit so I became a student more of it because I knew it was a science to it it wasn't just pure talent. There had to be some effort with the talent.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Facts.
So you and I'm a nerd at heart. So as a nerd, it's like I'm dissecting what I'm trying to get into. I gotta
Yeah.
understand it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. I
It's
got
it's I don't know. It was that shit. It's my style became even. I don't know, it became unorthodox because when I first started, I rapped really all on a different swing.
you.
I was
Mhm.
offbeat.
Mhm.
Okay.
I had an offbeat swing. Then older I get, I found pretty much all the pockets I love.
Mm.
Like, I started listening to a lot of pop. I started listening to a lot of country. I started listening to like faster like juke music or bounce music or Jersey house. I started
Oh,
looking at
okay.
different
Damn.
pockets.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It became one of those. It became. I've been fascinated with. There was so many styles, and you can accumulate all these styles and come up with your own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It was a lot that made me like figure out. Like my style is the Love Monster style. Vitamin and the brownie. That's what I do now. I put a lot of vitamins and medicine and desserts and brownies now.
Yeah, yeah. I got you, dude. Because I remember Murs was talking about that in an interview. He said Noah James is like the aggression like DMX or like the
Yeah.
metaphoric of Rev Run and the size
Yeah.
of Bone Crusher. Like this is Noah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is
Yeah.
That
so, dude. I was like, this
Yeah.
is so true, man. This is crazy.
Bruh, but it's crazy. These are people who I looked at. Like I
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
embodied them. I embodied like all of it. Like I saw X, saw how he paced. Like X is the love monster. Like he's the love. But anyone with that mic, he might not love you as much because that mic is his bone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Like I was drawn to X, and we were similar. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
and Murs, man. When Merch put that up, I was real surprised. You know what I
Oh,
mean? I toured with that dude twice. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
God.
And that dude, man, like that's my big brother that helped me out in this business too. And that album I put out was, I think that was like the epitome of me finding my sound.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Earlier, earlier before we got on, you mentioned that like you were signed with like paid dues.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I
and you were doing that,
did.
and then and then you toured with Murs, and then did you also performed at like those paid dues like concerts, like those festivals
Yeah,
and everything?
yeah.
Um, can you tell us what that experience was like? Cause like yo,
Oh man.
like honestly, people now I think what is it? It's called Rolling Loud, right? That's like the big
Oh
hip
man.
hop festival
Mhm.
concert, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I remember me growing up. I remember it was Rock the
yeah.
Bells, and then like in like the later 2000s, going into like the 2010s. Maybe it was around before, but I didn't know about it. But I think like 2011, 2012, that's when I discovered like paid dues, and then like
Yep.
I saw like the lineups and everything. I was like, yo, this is crazy because like paid dues was kind of like like it still had like a banging lineup with like all these big artists and everything, right? But I remember seeing like way more like underground up and coming people up on paid dues and everything, and like all like my favorite rappers on there and everything, So like, what was that like?
First, we gotta give all glory to Young Merce, Young Mercelago, Young Mercenary. Like he's the dude, man. Rock the Bells and Pay Dues was thrown by Grilling Union and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
another partner, and
Yeah.
Merz partner up with Grilling Union to do Pay Dues, and Pay Dues was an independent festival,
Mm-hmm.
so you
Mm.
couldn't be signed to a major to be on this festival.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You know
Wow.
what I mean. You couldn't
Okay.
have a major deal, so
Yeah.
anyone at that time didn't have a major deal
Okay.
on that festival.
Yeah, yeah.
Like so it was all major. DJ Quick is independent. All these cats are independent, and that was the glory, bro. It was like the hyperbolical time chamber. Like that whole day felt like I got 10 years in of worth of game.
Wow.
Of of you know I went on first, right? And I just
Uh-huh.
remember Chino XL and Mortal Technique were like, yo, we're gonna
Wow.
stand in the middle of the crowd while you perform. I'm like,
Wow. That's
okay,
crazy.
then Ninth Wonder, like, oh, you about to go up, and Ninth Wonder stands on the side because I
Oh.
campaigned to get on Pay Dudes, right?
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
an email that said, who you want to see?
Yeah.
My girl tweeted, I want to see Noah James. And all my supporters like, yeah, we want to see Noah, hit
Yeah.
him Noah. Then I got on from really the people getting me on, So it's really a people, like you got to be almost the people's champ in a sense to get on, especially if you was unknown. Now, at the
Yeah.
time, I
Yeah.
was a known unknown artist,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and that being on Pay Dues was just like woo. I met everybody, bro. Like I figured out artists are humans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
figured out some artists you really love are assholes, and the ones you don't expect are the coolest motherfuckers in the world.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's true.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I learned the machine. Like Mur said, don't be out here talking to all the artists backstage. Talk to the stage manager.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to the security guard. So, I learned the machine. Shit. I learned things I didn't know. Like Pay Dues was like not just a level up as an artist, but as a businessman too. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I learned merch. I stopped Rod Digger from going up to the stage when Tyler was dissing her. Like,
Oh,
Oh.
what?
yeah, like I learned, yeah, bro.
Oh.
Yo.
Like,
Crazy.
yeah,
Holy crap.
Tyler. You remember Tyler was dissing Rod Digger in the
Yes.
song,
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
Rod Digger had a cigarette in her mouth, and she was about to go to the front, and I seen her, and I was like, nah, she don't need to go up there, and I groveled to her like Queen blessings, I love you, and gave her a hug, and we had all the weed, so we had weed and food in our bungalow, and we let her get some of the weed, some of our food, and chill with us, and she wanted to go to another merch booth, so we sent one of the homies with her to
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
walk with her, so she don't have to walk alone, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like he became her servant for a while, like it. I don't know. That made me. Mark Love told me. He said, "Oh man," he said, "All right, King." He said, you did a king move." He said, "That's a
Ooh.
king move." You
Yeah.
know that queen don't need to go up there and do that, and you can go up to Tyler and start no shit. So what you do? We just focus our energy on the queen and
Mm-hmm.
make sure the queen was good and she didn't feel this disrespect. 'Cause Tyler was a kid. Tyler was really just trying to get in and
Yeah.
everything. I did it. Um,
Mhm.
OGs used to do throw lines and diss people just to get a reaction from them, and yes, Rodriguez was there, and man, she was ready. But we, all the homies, man. Shout out to my bro Curtis. Shout out to my bro GLK, Chris from Glamorous Living Kids. It was we stopped her like, nah, you're good, Queen. Come smoke with us. We humbly love. We love you. Come to the people
Dude.
that love you. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that. Hey, come fuck with the motherfuckers that love you.
Yeah,
And that's what she
yeah.
did. She came fucked with us. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
that's
I don't
that's
even
that
know if she read. I'm gonna put this up and tag her so you see the difference. Like, she really
that's
fucked them up, man.
That's
But
crazy. Like, dude, in that moment of time, if you didn't stop her, like, dude, that's like shit like that. Like, you like stopped everything to be like positive and shit. That's what I like about you. You're so
we
dope, man. That's
have
that's
to, though. And
crazy.
I'm 6'2". At the time
Yeah.
6'2", 400 pounds. So like, it's in my nature, in
Yeah,
my nature
yeah,
to do. I'm a giant, and a giant job always been to protect. That's
oh yeah.
all. They whole purpose in life was to protect people. My grandmother was a 6'1" woman, and she was the giant too. So it was like,
Mhm.
you know, protection. Like I'm here, I can stop it. My tone, if I say, hey, like I can stop. I did bodyguard work, security guard shit, so it was kind of
Mhm.
Mhm.
like it was in my nature to
I
not let
gotcha.
no fuck shit. It can't happen around me. Like if it's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It can't happen around me. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely,
no fuck
definitely.
shit happening.
Hell. That's wild. So from your story from battle rapping to the love in your music to like paid dues, was there any moment in time that you're like, you know what? I'm gonna quit this shit. Like music is not for me. Was there ever a moment in time that you had a thought, like even like a like one thought that you were like, I'm gonna quit music?
I never had a thought like music not for me, but when COVID hit, I
Mm-hmm.
said, fuck, I might have to put this motherfucker on the back burner. Because I
Okay.
dropped the album right when COVID hit, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And me and the homie Vive Mascal had a tour ready.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we had like what, at least 2, 3 tours ready. We had like 2, 3 tours ready. We had two festivals ready. I had a show in Canada. Like, it was
Oh,
one of
damn.
those years where it's about
Yeah.
to go up a notch again. Because my year
Yeah.
before was I got my first Hawaii tour in 2019.
Ooh.
Everything
Damn.
was
Okay.
moving. Like albums are moving, sales are moving. I'm understand streaming now. Like shit is, I pay attention to what I'm great at, and shit was moving. And when it hit like February 2020, I was like, damn, I don't know about this, man.
Mm-hmm.
This shit is getting a little. And I already got a lot of side hustles already. Like
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got cannabis,
Mm-hmm.
I got the merchandise going heavy.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I hosting gigs. I do a lot of behind the scenes work. Like I'd be just as good financially if I stop. I just but I don't know, man. It hit for a good week. I was like, man, what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't know. I just got in the studio again, and the thoughts kind of like went away.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just got back to work. I think
Yeah, yeah.
the time I was spending worrying what I was gonna do or how COVID is gonna affect me, I
Mm-hmm.
should have been. I just got to work and I figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it worked out better than I thought. Like 2020 ended up becoming one of my best years. 2021 is becoming one of my better years.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it was it was a quick, but that's the first time ever I ever had that thought
Oh,
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
because I couldn't do what
Yeah.
I normally do for an album release.
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah, yeah.
album was one of my best albums I've done,
Yeah.
and I couldn't push it the way I needed to push.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it kind of hurt me a lot because I don't want to rely on internet. I don't want to have to rely on online promo. It don't come across as as much as it need to when it's in your face, or I'm at a show, or I'm at
Mhm.
events, or we're having release parties and listening parties, and me doing live interviews. It's a difference. It's a
Yeah.
difference from that. So COVID hit and stopped all that shit, and it kind of hit me in my chest like, the
Sure.
fuck I'm gonna do?
Yeah, but
And
you're still going. You still
I either go
pushing.
to work, I either clock in.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So once I clock in, the
Yeah.
mentality flipped. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely. Oh
I
shit.
mean, COVID was tough on everyone, but like I always try to
Yeah.
be positive and be optimistic and everything, right? And I tell a lot of people, I was like, yeah, dude, COVID sucked, and like if anything, it kind of challenged you, right? Challenged you as an individual
Ooh.
and as a person because like the world's tough, man. The world doesn't stop for anyone, and like the reality is that you got to know how to adapt to survive. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
this year really tested your mental, you know? A lot of
Yep. The
people,
perseverance.
yeah,
Yeah.
your perseverance and everything, and like see if like you really got the grit, to persevere and like push for whatever you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was one of those years where you had to tap into all your magic. You gotta relearn some shit, learn some shit. I had to learn Twitch. I had to learn more online shit. I had to understand the streaming game a little more. E-commerce. We stepped into e-commerce on our
Mm-hmm.
Shopify, and that boomed up. Like,
Mm.
then I was able to buy equipment to start my own printing company. So now we print a
Oh,
lot
for
of local
sure.
people merch.
Okay,
Yeah.
right
So
on.
you know what I mean. So it was a lot. I was able to pursue voice acting and get a voice acting gig and get sync writing gigs, and I was able to write for shows, and my homie started scoring movies, and it was all that shit. Like shit, we just filmed a movie in Arizona.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Like everything, everything. It worked out and fell in place, and kind of helped me push to not. If I realized me just rapping and putting out music and doing shows and selling merch was only 50% of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm.
Yeah.
other half is actually a lot of writing, a lot of sync writing. Here come voice acting. Here going writing for commercials,
Mm-hmm.
writing for other artists. There's all this other shit
Mm-hmm.
that we don't think about because we're stuck on this. So we're able to focus on something else. And
Yeah. Yeah.
actually now I'm at 100%.
Okay.
Like moving in the music industry, like I get to be like Sci the Prince. Like
Woo!
Oh.
he's independent. To me, he got the
Yeah.
best career. He
Mm-hmm.
writes for every big artist. He writes for
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but he's independent as an
Yeah.
artist himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
Big
You're
facts.
right.
So
You're right.
so he get to fund his independent career with industry money,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
industry really get no money back from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
so I was like, whoa. All right, so I like Saw the Prince is probably the most decorated. Like Royce the 5'9", people know Royce the 5'9" wrote for
Yes.
Chronic
Yes.
2001. He writes for a lot of
Ye-
people. He writes
Yes. Ooh.
Mad Skills. Mad Skills writes for a lot of people.
Mad
Straight.
skills.
So
God.
like they write for a lot of people that people be like, what? Like Mad Skills wrote Black Men Don't Cheat for Duval.
Oh
You know what I
shit.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Holy crap.
it's and he's a very independent artist with getting industry money on the writer side. So it brought COVID brought in my horizons, man. Like it made me step
Mm-hmm.
up to the plate even more.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Yeah.
know, like I have to. It's crazy. I have to feel like when people's like, nah, I never thought about quitting because I'm not a quitter. But it's kind of like sometimes you have to go. You got to hit that rock bottom in some way. Not like financially, like mentally hit rock bottom, spiritually hit rock bottom.
Hmm.
Your energy have to hit rock bottom for you to even overcome and become even bigger.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so, I felt I needed that to
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
realize like first that bottom made me feel like how far I fell.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I was really high up at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So now I need to get back there and I get to go even higher. So it was pure motivation, man. Like it was devastating. Then it became, you know, Mario Star.
Shit.
Yeah.
It makes
Mario's.
it. It feels like 2020 was during the Boo saga, right when you had to go. Oh no, the Cell saga, where you had to step into the hyperbolic time chamber, and when you stepped out, you can go Super Saiyan 2.
You gotta look. You know what's crazy, bro? That my analogy is this, right? It took them 15 to 25 minutes to go into Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Goku
Okay.
said that's too much time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You need to live. You need to live in Super Saiyan. You need to
Mm-hmm.
live
Yeah.
in it. Like no
Yeah.
transformation.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like that's what his whole mindset was. Like yo, so let's figure out how we can stay in Super Saiyan 1. Then we need to go to 2. It's just like that. It's not even
Mm-hmm.
a 15-minute thing. It's just a quick
Mm-hmm.
boost.
Yep. Yep.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Then Super Saiyan 3 took another 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was an episode and a half, I think. Then it
That was a long
got
time. That was a long time. It
yeah,
was
he
him
was
yelling
yelling
for
for
at
30
least an
minutes.
episode.
It was
He
wild.
yelled his eyebrows off for 30
Yeah,
minutes.
bro. His
Yeah,
eyebrows fused with his hair.
yeah, it went in and the hair. It was the most. I'm like, oh, eyebrows going. Okay, that's what y'all
Uh,
did. Okay,
um.
y'all just did Goku like that.
But you've been in the music game for a long time. You look at your discography and like goes all the way back to like before 2010.
Yeah.
Out of all of the albums and all the projects you work on, do you have a favorite?
Granny said, It gotta be
Granny
Granny
said.
Said. Granny Said
Okay.
is the one, man. That's the one. I got. I was signed to Alpha Pub label when I released that. So, and
Wow.
that's like a label that, the same dude that mix and master Kamasi Washington albums
Mhm.
and Thundercat album that he just got a Grammy for. He mix and master my Granny Said album. So,
Oh.
so I
Okay.
Ooh.
was, I'm one of the IE artists on a prominent LA album. That was kind of like dope too. Like getting that like like what Murray say, Noah James is an LA staple. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm considered an IE legend, LA staple. That's the
Mhm.
term
Okay.
I've been given. Like where
Yeah.
I'm from, I'm a pillar.
Okay.
My fan base is not even as big as home outside because
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
my role in home is different.
Okay.
Like I probably help a lot of artists
Mhm.
out here. I help I throw shows, I throw festivals. I'm more of a helper out here. Some art people don't even look at me as an artist. They just look at as no, it's an OG man that does. It's different. It's crazy when artists like me, when you have a hometown rap, like you can I can sell out a venue, you know what I mean, but it's different. But when I go outside, it's like it's no other artist.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Definitely.
actually like a fan base.
Jeez, man, that's
Like,
I
yeah,
got yeah, that's a
yeah.
you man, you gone through a lot of stuff, and that's man, knowing your story, and we're only in like 46 minutes, it's crazy. Like you
Oh
already told
wow.
us so much stuff, and
I know, man. You
it's
dropped some gems, man.
yeah,
Like,
dude, it's wow. It's like warming my heart, like for real, dude. Like this is why I love music, man, because you can't never judge a book by its cover because you don't know
mhm.
Yeah,
what
for
they
real.
ever been, right? You never know where there's
Mhm.
been. Bro, you've been through it all. You've been through pay dues. You've been through the system, the music that you bring out to the people, the positivity. Like you stopped a beat from Rod Digga and Tyler the
Oh
Creator. Like
man.
this is
Yeah.
this is I'm like
That,
shaking right now. But that's so crazy
Oh
what like the
dude,
stuff
man.
that you're
that
doing.
that's crazy.
Love, bro. I love this shit, bro. I love this shit so
Yeah.
much. I
Jeez,
love
dude,
this shit, man.
it,
That's
it's it's really wild. It's really crazy that all the music that you produce. There's so many of it. There's so many. You have to at least have like 2 weeks to study all your music. At least maybe in a
Oh,
month. There's so
man,
much of
maybe
it. You
some
know what I'm
more,
saying?
dude,
Maybe some
because
more.
like
Yeah.
you really if you cuz like we all love music here, right? And then one of my favorite things about like hip hop and rap is kind of like dissecting the lyrics and kind of like breaking everything down, and then like you come up with an idea and like you're trying to think like what they mean, right? Like you break down the metaphors and everything and like what they talking about, and then like you find out that it's like, nah, yeah, it could mean that, but then like this is what they was really saying, and then you're like, no shit, like for real, and then it's like, but like that's the fun of it, right? Like the theory crafting
yeah.
and all that, right? You
That's
know.
what I was intrigued by that by y'all. I love doing interviews with people. They'll do the work, man.
Yeah.
They'll make us feel like, all right, cool. Like, all right, the interview is not just a normal interview; it's a real interview. I get to dissect shit. The
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
do that work, you know what I mean? I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah,
It's all appreciated, man. Don't
dude.
mind the
It's
noise in the back, take care.
we appreciate you, my man. And I gotta
Yeah.
ask this: like, what is the process of you going to the studio and record? Like, do you like watch
Oh
an episode of Dragon
yes.
Ball Z, or do you like drink a cup
Oh
of coffee, or
man.
do you like have your favorite meal before you start recording? Like, what's the
Mm-hmm.
process of this, man?
Vegan gummy bears and gummy worms,
Uh huh.
vitamin water,
Uh huh.
Okay.
Fiji,
Yeah.
Okay.
um, probably Baki, Demon Slayer, or
Oh,
Dragon
Baki.
Mm.
Ball Z, or Black Clover,
Oh,
or
my man.
One Piece. There's a
That's
lot
all
of
Kyle's favorites.
yeah. I got like 10. I got like 10 main animes that,
Mm-hmm.
especially if a producer that never been like me and the homie Potty Rob. We like he came in, made a beat. I wrote the raps. We finished record 45 minutes, then we sat there for 30 minutes and watched Baki and got back
Hey,
Mm.
to work.
you know what? Now
Sheesh.
that you bring up Baki, and you said you were doing like different things during COVID, and like voice acting was one of them, bro, I can hella see you doing like voice acting for like a character on that show. Like
Oh yeah,
you
bro.
are the embodiment of like that show, man.
That show is wow.
That,
I'm a fan of Baki back in the day, so I had to go on YouTube and watch when he was a kid,
mm-hmm,
so I could remember how the ogre killed his mom.
mm-hmm,
Then I went back to the new one, so
mm-hmm.
I can then Muhammad Ali, the Muhammad Ali Jr. shit,
Bro,
really fucked me up.
that,
I watched Baki all through and through like
uh-huh.
8 times already.
Bro, when that scene with Muhammad Ali and then like Baki's dad comes in and says like, like why I love you and everything is like you're standing up against an entire nation, and if that requires like real strength, I was like, bro, that is
I'm like,
some
yo, y'all got
shit,
some social shit in here, but
bro.
it even showed me the love between like black and Asians again. It showed me the parallel to who we are. I grew up on all type of martial arts movie.
Mhm.
And the reason why I say black people, you know why black people fell in love with martial arts movie? Because it was a point where martial arts movies was cast aside and forgotten about and we felt the same way. Like we was cast and forgotten about. So the old Chinese theaters in New York became a safe haven for a lot of black youth.
Wow.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah,
That's
no,
where I
Wow.
learned
damn,
how to eat
that
with
is.
chopsticks.
Holy shit.
This is
Wow,
where
yeah.
I learned. I think a lot of people don't know that. That's why you see Wu Tang
Mhm,
Clan and DMX
mhm,
and a lot of
Mhm.
old. Even look at Joey Badass and them and rest in peace Capital Steve.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like we have the sense of us because we got our knowledge from all these martial art movies and
mhm,
Yeah.
we didn't realize how Buddhism we were and how
mhm.
Mhm.
peaceful and love. We realized how Shaolin we was, you know.
Yeah,
You didn't
yeah.
find out Shaolin means pine in the forest.
Yeah. No, I
I
And
didn't
didn't.
never knew
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
I didn't
never
know
knew
that. I
that.
right,
didn't know that.
and I done found out ninjas. Like when you microdose shrooms, you feel light on your feet, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You feel
Uh-huh.
lighter. So when ninjas would go on missions, they would take an eighth of shrooms.
Okay.
Okay,
So this
that's
is
some
how.
Nice.
shit.
So
This is.
this is how they became hidden.
Oh.
Because it wasn't just they were hidden, they believed in it and they learned it and they stayed in it. And
Mhm.
Mhm.
the shrooms made them give them that I don't know, it made the spell activate
Mhm.
of their what I could say their teaching. They activated all their teaching and what they learned. And when I
Mhm.
learned that, I said, yo,
That is crazy.
wow.
That's
I'm
like,
learning a lot. I'm already
Wow.
learning a
damn.
lot.
I'm a nerd, dog. Like for real, I'm a nerd for this shit. When I love something,
Yeah.
like my report card looked like AAAs, then went to Fs because I didn't give a fuck about them classes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
The
yeah.
classes I loved, I mastered them.
Yeah.
But the ones I didn't, I didn't care. Get that out of here. Get that algebra out of my face. Get that goddamn algebra out of my face. I don't want these words and numbers. You're confusing me. Put
Um. So, I want to talk about how positive you are. You said before you were the way you rapped, you were like very vicious,
yeah,
but then, it was like all love, right? You would only act a certain type of way to people if like they were coming at you with that negative energy, so to speak.
yeah.
Um, but like, can you just talk about like just being so like positive and optimistic, and then kind of just like showing like these other cats, like, you know, just that
Man,
side and everything, and just kind of channeling this positive energy and being like this pillar for like your community and like, your whole like ecosystem and everything.
I don't know, man. I don't know when I changed. I even rapped about like I don't know when it changed.
Hmm.
Um, Maybe around when I was watching Naruto too. And like
Oh, one of
you
my
start
favorites.
understanding, like it's that waterfall of truth, right?
Hmm.
And after he beats pain, um, he goes to the waterfall of truth and he faces his dark side. right? And
Mm-hmm.
the dark side is like, what do I do now? Like you defeat pain, you find in love. What do I do now? And Naruto is thanking his dark side for keeping him strong, keeping him alive. So
Mm-hmm.
without that darkness, without that the negative,
Mm-hmm.
you're probably been hard to survive these hard times. Cause you build up this shelf for you. Now it's time to embrace the darkness in the name of love.
Mm-hmm.
Because in that scene, Naruto is fighting his dark side. And no one's winning. So what Naruto did is when his dark side attacked him, Naruto hugged it, and that's when the his dark side disintegrated within him. I said, "Fuck, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have that conversation with the other side of me and let them know that it's all right to love. It's okay to get hurt. That's part
Mm-hmm.
of life now. Like, um, my analogy is, if you get, I feel like every time I get backstabbed by 10, say out of 10 people, I'm gonna get backstabbed about by seven of them.
Mm-hmm.
Three become healers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So out of the 10, seven backstab me, three become healers. If I keep on doing this, the course of life is by time the fourth time this happened, I can have by the third time I have nine healers,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then I have to include myself. Now I have 10. So every time I get stabbed in the back, the healers pull the knife out. So I started going by really going by that logic in life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm gonna meet people that are gonna stab me in the back. I'm gonna meet people that's snakes. I'm gonna meet people that's good. I'm gonna meet real good souls. I'm gonna come across all these good people because our true purpose is that is connecting. From the womb to the tomb. That's
Yeah.
our that's our true purpose to connect with each other, communicate, empathy, compassion, sympathy for each other, be helpful to each other. That's really besides this rap shit, besides the podcast, besides your job and your family, and all that. Our true purpose is just to connect with each other on a loving, helpful frequency.
Mm-hmm.
That's so I started living by that, man. That would change me up a lot. A lot of reading, more anime, going out to public places. I went to Disneyland for the first time. That really changed my life because
Hey,
this
nice.
one white woman left her baby with me one time, and I was like, "Oh
Yo,
shit!"
what? Just shit. Yo,
What?
hold up.
But
They just
but
straight
yeah,
up
look at
left.
yeah, because she had to go handle. She got these other kids, but it seemed like once you walk to Disneyland,
Mm-hmm.
everything that's mucky and nasty and dirty, it like sucks it out when you walk in the gates,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
because I'm in Toontown and the lady see we smoking, and I'm thinking this white lady come up to me. I'm thinking she's about to tell on us, and this is me start prejudging too. I had to start prejudging.
Yeah.
We in
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland. She like, can I smoke with y'all? I'm like, what? She's like, yeah.
Word.
We in Two Town in the corner. I'm like, yeah, you can smoke with me. And her kids is over there. I was like, all right, I'm gonna block you from your kids so your kids don't see you smoking.
Yeah.
I know that's a
Mm-hmm.
thing too. You don't want to see your kids see you smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at the kids, they playing, mama smoking. I'm like, man, this is my white mama right now. All right, white
Mm-hmm.
mama smoking. She's chilling. And this was the icing on the cake. She said, if security come and mess with you, I'm gonna take the rap. Cause she
Mm.
already know what
Oh.
happened if security came. They're
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
going straight to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's already ready to take that
Wow.
rap just in case
Mm-hmm.
something happened. She's ready to
Wow.
defend me like I'm hers.
Oh.
Oh
And
shit.
so, you
Wow.
know what I mean? Like that was so
Yeah.
crazy that the mind started working. Like, I started like, okay, I get it. I'm really about to cry because we are strangers, and she having this empathy and compassion for me, and I'm having this and me, and I'm as a man, I'm here to protect and help her out in any way. And I'm like, damn, I
Mm-hmm.
need to be. I'm gonna be like I'm at Disneyland everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like these little things, you know what I mean? These little
Yeah.
things you have to
Yeah.
realize,
Yeah.
like, yo, I like this vibe. How can I make my space, my ecosystem, what I'm around, like
Mm-hmm.
Disneyland? How can I make it? And I don't know, man. That's been a lot, like over the years, just being light, being love, but still having my passion and my aggressiveness.
Mhm.
Still having that, keeping my growl, keeping my grit, Um, dirt, dirt is beautiful, right? Dirt grows everything we need.
Mhm.
So mud, you got to love your mud. So
Yeah.
that one thing I started learning. When I love my mud, I loved everyone else mud.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Sheesh.
it was one of those awakes. So it's I don't know. It was a lot of things that kept hitting me, and plus I was doing a lot of shrooms, psychedelics, and all that stuff. And it
Yeah.
was really like I'm in deep thought, thinking, and I put these thoughts into action. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
I call myself a spell caster. I start casting these protection spells. Like that's what I start
Sheesh.
calling my shit. Like I'm casting all these spells, and
Yeah.
that's all the positivity came from was just action and reading and embracing and engaging and doing shit humans don't like to do sometimes.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff humans don't like to do sometimes. Well, you're on
Yeah,
point with that one. You're on point with it. That's so like it's like man, you're like you're just like you and DMX have a lot of things in common. Like, I'm just realizing this. You guys are both aggressive rappers, but you preach what
yeah.
you speak. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Oh
I
man,
remember DMX puts a lot of his prayers in each of his albums. So it's not one single album that he doesn't have a prayer in, right?
yeah.
There's also you guys also have one thing in common as well too. You guys love your granny, and that was like the biggest inspiration in their lives. Can you reiterate like maybe the opening, like when you opened for DMX, and also your granny as your inspiration as well too, man?
Rest in peace, my granny really down. She just passed this year, and she was a powerful alchemy woman, man. Like she was probably one of the biggest spellcasters I know. Like
Yeah,
she was there, I don't think like my mama did 25 years in prison. My daddy got deported to Hades.
yeah,
My
yeah,
grandmother was the universe made sure that she. I told my mama this. I was kind of fucked up. The universe kind of put you in jail so Granny can raise me.
Oh.
Oh shit.
She just laughed. She be laughing now. I go like, she like real. I said, listen, if Granny didn't raise me and you raised me, I would have been dead.
Jeez.
You would have been dead. My
Yeah,
brother would have been dead. We would have been gone.
yeah.
This DNA, her, we would be all gone if you would have raised us. So
Mm-hmm.
Granny had to raise us, and Granny was everything to me. Last
Yeah.
woman, she taught me how to taught me how to shoot, taught me how to clean guns, taught me how to make moonshine, taught
Oh,
me how to be
moonshine. Oh shit.
yeah, taught me how to be respectful.
Yeah.
She was she was smart. Like this is a woman that didn't graduate from she got out of school at middle school,
Mm-hmm.
but she was her common sense was crazy. Like she could predict shit
Yeah.
because she lived so much she could predict almost anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So Granny was limitless, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said that song, Grandpa's a magic man, Granny is limitless.
Yeah. Yeah.
And X, that's why I love X. Like, X will always talk about his grandmother, how she slip. I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't wake up. He
Yeah.
talks about his grandma. That's my favorite song by X, and it was so deep and there was so much love and so much passion. And I'm like, damn, this is me. You know, this is me. And when I start getting opportunities to do bigger shows, even like I would get shows where they pay me to open for X or they make me sell tickets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And even at a point where I didn't have to sell tickets, but I didn't give a fuck. I'm gonna make
Mm-hmm.
my money back. I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna grind as much as they're gonna pay me for it. So it
Yeah.
wasn't.
Mhm.
I want to open up for X all the time when he's in California. You know
Mm.
what I
Okay.
mean? So that's what I did. Like every time he came to Cali, I'll open up almost at three spots he would be at. From
Wow.
OC, San Bernardino, or LA,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean. It was always something, and it was times I'd be able to talk to him, get a prayer from him. I
Wow.
remember me and
Holy.
my girl at the last show at the Nova. We on stage with all his daughters, and
uh.
he
Okay.
and we're on the back, and he's making sure that he knows everyone. He's like, they good, huh. He look at the guys and the good. He said, "Oh, they good." He's like, "Oh, they good." He's like, "All right, nigga. This is my daughters. Like this, all his daughters right there." And like it was so tight. Like you want to see me and my girls. All right, they good. Like It was other homies. It was really. It was some of my homies on there, and they had to get kicked off.
Oh
You
snap!
know,
Oh
didn't have
yeah,
the vibe. You didn't have. You
yeah.
didn't check. You didn't check.
Wow.
You know. You know. I'm excited. I'm like giving X thumbs up. Like,
Y'all need to pass the vibe check first.
yeah, man.
Yo, that's
Yeah, bro. X
crazy.
was like it was. Oh man, every time, bro, I seen him. There's one show that I did open up for him at a Fox Theater in Pomona,
Oh
Hmm.
snap.
and
Uh huh.
they gave me a 30-minute set,
Yeah.
and he, X was showing up late, right?
Yeah.
So the 30 minute turned into an hour, right?
Oh, okay,
Okay.
right on.
Okay. Not
This is why
bad.
the homies call me. This is why homies call me Phil Jackson, right? On my flash drive, I
Uh.
don't just have my song.
Yeah.
I have 20 other songs from local artists. I have all these show versions,
Hmm.
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
So I got I got my show version. I got local artist show version. About 10 of them is in the crowd.
Mm.
Okay, all
I,
right.
I called them up. I like, yo,
Oh shit.
guys, Fredo, everyone, come get on stage. Y'all about to perform. And
Woo.
like, my homie Konami and Kanali tweeted it like, yo, I remember that night and I let all my homies perform. Um our set was kind of done. Then there was another group that was about to go home before us. But
Yeah.
you hear all the Rough Riders motorcycle, bro.
Oh
Right?
shit.
That they were so loud that they had to turn off the music.
Woo.
We hear like you just. It was the most. Some people hated it. To me, it was blissful. I was like, oh, he's here. He's on his way. He's on his way. It was like, oh man. I was like, oh shit. Like it was crazy, right? Then X pulled out his he get there, got stand on the stage. Are you ready? Like, he got his henny like his back tie, nigga, like he
Yeah.
was shit. Like he got the henny. He prayed for everyone and he poured shots in everyone's mouth. Like he doing
Oh
prayer.
man. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
He got that big thing in henny. He got that,
The shit
that
you get from
the
Costco.
Bruce Lee bottle in
Oh,
henny,
okay.
that big, that big jug, and he was
Yeah.
pouring this everyone getting blessed. He's like you getting communion right now. He blessing everyone with the henny, and after that, it was chaos. He fucking,
Brought the
it was,
place down.
yeah, bro.
Damn.
From the motorcycles pulling up to all the Rough Rider bikers with the jackets on. Everyone,
Hmm.
shout out to my brother Z Riddler. Like he he an OG from IE, and he part of Rough Rider West Coast, and bro, they showed up in Pomona, and that's probably one of my favorite like memories of X. Cause like no matter how late it was or how late he was, everyone was there. Actually,
Oh
more
yeah.
people came. They were like,
Sheesh.
X come, is he late? I said, nah, he late. All right, let me go buy a ticket. So it was like more people was coming. By the time he came, it was like almost sold out.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And I don't know, man. That dude, it's crazy how tragedy can make you so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like your tragedy, but it's that light in you. Like, yeah, you go through it, but man, just look at him. Like, you can't tear this man's spirit down.
Yeah.
And he just wants y'all to love each other and love his music and thank you. And he put thank you. What did he say? Thank you for my flowers right now.
Mhm.
He's a lot of motherfuckers died. They don't feel that shit. He
Hmm.
Mhm.
said, y'all.
Yeah.
He looked like he put his hands to the side. Go, y'all. I'm like, this nigga holding in tears. I was like, hey, I know you're holding in tears because no one couldn't stop yelling his name. Like, X. It was one of those things to where, like, this motherfucker is. I love Hove, right? I love Hove.
Mhm.
But Hove people love Hove with his subtlety.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
subtle, it's not
Okay.
Yeah.
as, you know, it's it's more graceful when they but X shit is a pack of dog. Everyone's a pack of dogs.
Oh
It's
yeah.
the energy is very contagious,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it was. I've seen big artists perform, but X has always been the one, man.
Uh, Do you have any like any conversations you had with X that you remember that like he gave you like inspirational
Ooh,
quotes or like just like a friendly, just
or like
talking to
any,
each other?
yeah.
Your grandmother sound like a G. Real shit, man.
Hey, that's
Oh
what's up.
man.
That's
That
what's
was my
up.
goal. I'm always represent my grandmother in rooms. So
Yeah.
when they remember me, they remember my grandmother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My job was to my job was to immortalize my grandmother, like
Yeah.
embed statues in their mind of her. So that was he didn't have to say nothing about me, my
Hmm.
music. He said something about my grandmother, and I was like, that's all I needed. Like,
Man, that's like that's
yeah,
just, that's it, dude. That's all you
that's
had.
it, man.
That's all you had to
Yeah,
say, bro.
that's
Those
You
words you always
know.
remember.
I always thought I was get a. I always thought I was gonna get a verse from him,
Yeah.
and I mean that thought passed in my mind. I thought that was a very selfish thought of me. Like I was just a fan of me. Like man, I would really, but he's at peace. So
Yeah.
it's
mm-hmm.
like
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Rest in
Uh,
peace to the X man.
Rest in
Oh,
peace to X,
R.I.P. to
man.
X, man.
R.I.P. to man. That's a man. That's crazy. You're that close to X, man. That's dope. I love that. I love that. That's the whole persona of you, man. You knew everybody. You knew
Yeah.
everybody's get down.
I
You just
grind, man. I try to
yeah,
be everywhere. That's what it was. I try to
yeah.
grind, but it was always the people that Right, I tell artists write a list of artists that you feel like you would gel with,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and then go open up for them
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
by any means. By any means, like if you got to grind it, sell tickets. We know the game of payola, but if you believe in yourself enough,
Mm-hmm.
you know, go do it. Because if you feel like they can they're with who they are, line up with who you are, most likely their fan base gonna line up with you too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those things. So I wrote that list, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go try to do a show with this person, and this person, and this person, and hopefully, and it started building up, man. Like it's you got, I don't know, it's helpful to write that list, man.
Yeah, definitely. And you achieved it. I feel like you met all the people that I love. You know what I'm
Oh
saying? And
man,
we're so close to you now. I'm like, dude, like
Yeah.
this is like a crazy interview. Like I'm still shaking. Like whatever, like all these stories you're telling me. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh man,
that's
much
how much
love.
that's how much we love music because all these stories are memorable. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The story with X, the story with Murs, Rod Digga, Ty, the creator, everybody that you have met, you have a like special story with them. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? That Nipsey Hussle interview, and
Oh,
that's really inspiring because you came from the gutter until now. You just man, it's wild. Like it makes me believe that look, I could do this as well too, my man. Like
man,
that's crazy.
damn, that's crazy, bro. I never thought I'd be at that point because I looked at people like, damn, you made me. I believe I can make it, and
Yeah,
I didn't know this. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a very modest person about certain shit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get like you, dog. Like shit. I know. I think that's just an ambition. Like I'm still getting it, trying to
mm-hmm.
get it all types of ways. So it's love, man. Much love to y'all, man. I appreciate this.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
man. I mean, I think E40 said it best. I always quote him, man. Stay hungry and stay humble.
That's the dude, man. That's another dude I get
Yeah.
motivated by, man.
Stay hungry, stay humble, stay loyal to your peoples, and there's different levels to this, and like
Hmm.
success could mean a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It's more than just
Mhm.
the revenue and the income and all that, right? It's all about
Yeah,
like where how what is your legacy going to be like when you leave this earth, right?
yeah.
It's just like what did you do for your people? What did you do for those around you and everything? Well, that's what I like to believe.
No, but that not that what it that's what it is though. Cause when the money's gone and all of that is who you touch, who you
Mhm.
help, who
Mhm.
you made an impact on. It's like it's all about impact and like what have you done for even your soil, your people, your
Yep. Yep.
community. You know
Mm.
all of that. Like what's gonna be said at your eulogy. Like it's a
Mhm.
lot of shit It's that
Yeah.
it,
No.
yeah. What quotes are people gonna put up when you gone? You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
look like the X, man. It's love.
Yeah.
It's only the weirdos that don't understand it, but it's you just don't understand. It's you
Yeah.
know, but it's that's to me that is success is your impact.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
it.
I feel it. But we talking about X. We spoke about a lot of greats. We always save this question for last, and it's like a loaded question. But we always like to ask everyone, who are your top 5 rappers or artists, dead or alive, in no specific order. You don't have to put it in order unless you want to, but like who were your top 5 most influential people for you, or just your favorites, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
yes.
Good.
Okay.
Did that yesterday.
And
That was good.
then we're gonna go BB King and Bobby Blue Bland. They were like a duel.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go DMX.
Oh,
DMX.
okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Then we're gonna go Sade.
Oh, okay.
Sade.
I
Sade. I
Sade,
like that. I like
Sade.
like that. All her, she's magic. The last one, oh man, God MC, man, Rakim.
Rockin'.
Woo.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, like
Look at
top five. That's like all round top five. Like
yeah.
Mhm.
my rap top five is very different, but this is like I can get all their albums and I'm good for life. I'm good. I can listen.
No, yeah.
You know, you
Dale,
Okay.
damn.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that top 5.
But hold up. You said your rap top 5 is very different. Can you give us your
Oh
rap top
yeah.
5?
My rap top five. We're gonna go. We're gonna go Rakim,
Okay, yeah.
right? Then it's gonna go E40,
Oh,
Ooh.
yes.
right? Then it's gonna go Nas,
Oh,
Nas. Like
Alright.
that.
right? Then it's X,
Okay.
X.
Then it's Snoop.
Snoop.
Snoop. Okay. Wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I haven't heard Snoop in a long time.
yeah,
That's a good mention. That's a good
yeah.
definitely a good mention.
Snoop every album, every Snoop figured out the game from voice to lyrics to songs to
Mm-hmm.
elevated. So it's a lot. E40 is all around everything. He been dropping albums since the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
E40 kind of untouched to me. He was in God tier. He's like Beerus, like to me. Like
Yeah, he's
Mhm.
like
40,
Beerus.
Okay.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
Alright.
40
Okay.
is
I
different.
got that
40,
term. I got that term.
you know what I mean? 40 is very different, man. Like I love Tech Nine. I love Murs. He's like they're in that list, but like in the top 10, but top five,
Mhm.
like E40 just got to deal with Seagrams with distribution.
Bro,
Mm. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Like
E40 is like the man's legacy is it's just up there. Like independent artist, his whole fucking career,
whole
his
career.
discography is crazy. He drops at least an album. It feels like an album every year.
No, we
Sometimes
talking about
multiple albums.
multiple.
Yeah, sometimes multiple
20
albums.
songs.
Yeah,
Double dip.
sometimes he drops an album and then it'll be like the A side and then the B side.
Yes.
I remember what was the last one when he dropped Day Shift then Night Shift, and I was just like, "Yo, what? This is 40 songs, 40 almost 50 songs. This is crazy." And then he said, "Yeah, I got fans I work during the daytime, and they want a certain type of vibe, and then I got the homies out there, working that graveyard shift, so they want a certain type of vibe. So I'm trying to hit everyone." And I was just like,
Can't beat that dude. I don't care who. I don't care who's in the game. It's like 40. You can't. Though you can't beat it. You can't. Especially
"Yeah,
how the Bay is.
mm-hmm,
Like the Bay versus the world sometimes because they give their people so much love that
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
yeah."
it's hard to match. You know what I mean? I knew 40 was that dude when I always hear that Biggie story. Like
Oh
when
yes,
yeah,
yeah. He almost put the
yeah,
hit out on Biggie.
yeah,
Yeah.
I booked them, paid them. They can't. You about to lose your life over some brand that they did. It was peanuts to them.
Mm-hmm,
Mm.
mm-hmm.
It was peanuts to 40 in them. And to this day, like Diddy and them can't mess with E40 money.
Oh
Forbes can't tell you how much a person really makes.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, no.
That's
Facts.
how I know if E40 is a real one, because he's never on a Forbes like that.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah,
Yeah.
he's smart. He's smart about that money. You know, if the Forbes got your money, that means the feds got your money.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh. Hey, that's a
They know
bar.
everything. When they know
That's
everything, the feds know everything.
that's a
So that's why
bar.
I love. He moves different, man.
Yeah, yeah. Sheesh, man. That's that's a bar. That's something you don't hear every day. That's something you don't hear every day,
Man.
my man. But no, James, bro. I was really excited for this interview, man. I do appreciate you coming out and giving your time.
Hmm.
I want to give you your flowers because this is the Cool Calm podcast. We always give rappers, artists their flowers, And
Much love.
I want to say, bro, you're inspiration. Like for real. Like from your stories that you told throughout this whole stream, like it got me thinking to be more positive, be more insightful in life. And
Hmm.
talking to you is like talking to like DMX, Nipsey, Murs, all into one because you met these people and you're giving us more motive to like keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
It's
That's wild, man.
yeah, it's real. Like I said, we love music so much, and for you to like talk to us, and you talking to everybody that we loved, and giving us insight on them, and just giving us like, just advice. Like it's crazy, Like the music game is so crazy, but it can also be fucked up. But you make it seem it's a positive. There's a positive side of the music industry, man.
Yeah,
And
man.
like for real, I want to say thank you. Like this is like this shit. I'm still shaking talking to you because like I said, you talk to everybody we loved, and
Damn.
you just like, man, it's crazy. Like I can't even put it into words. That's how
Right,
like
man. Nah.
that's how
Much
I
love, man.
I can't because like I want to cry. I literally want to cry
Nah.
because
Yeah.
this is what I love to do. This is the shit I love to do. It's interviewing artists that we barely know, but we give an insight into them.
Hmm.
Giving them their flowers because you don't know when your time is done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is the podcast we love to give flowers to every artist. So and we love to give your flowers to you, man. You're an amazing
Nah. Much
artist.
love, man.
Yeah,
I'm thankful for it, man. That's always my goal. Give artists their flowers while they're here. Like
yeah, yeah,
I did my grandmother's. I did that Granny Said album while my grandmother's alive, so
yeah,
I can get the approval of her,
yeah,
and
yeah,
she can reap some of the benefits. She helped shoot the cover, so it was kind of like the same thing, man. Like it feels good getting flowers while you're here, man.
oh yeah,
X just said it. He said, "If I go today, I had a good life."
yeah, yeah.
You know what I
In the
Hmm.
mean?
recent
So it
interview with
is.
Norier, yeah,
Yeah. So it is that, bro. It's a lot of love that you know in this industry. It's just how you play it. My grandmother told me this about the music business. She said, music is technically the devil's playground, right?
mm-hmm,
Like the whole story of Lucifer and who he was in heaven. He was the music director.
mm-hmm,
Like the devil is the music director. So my grandmother said this the music playground is the devil's playground. But you got to choose what type of kid you want to be on this playground.
yeah,
Now, do you want to be the kid that's bullying kids? Are you the kid that's hiding razors in the sand? Are you the kids pushing people on the swing or pushing people off the swing? Are you the kid teaching kids how to do shit off the jungle gym? It's
mm-hmm,
like it's all these type of kids at the playground. So you got to figure out what type of kid you want to be in this playground. And
yeah,
I just figured out I just want to be the kid that I'm a big dude. I'm gonna push you on the swings.
mm-hmm.
I can teach you something. I'm a bully that bullies. That's always been my
Hey.
mentality.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you putting razors in the sand, I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh,
yeah.
you putting shit in the candy, we're gonna fuck you up. Oh, you doing this, we're gonna fuck you up. Get your ass
Yeah,
out of this playground. Now the playground becomes ours now.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, the other kids are scared of the playground now. It's not Lucy's playground no more. It's not his. It's our playground now. We actually having fun on this playground. Kids are learning shit how to
Yeah.
communicate. So it's kind of like we just got to figure out who we want to be. Cause the game is nasty. I've been fucked over a lot, man. A lot of times in this business,
Mm-hmm.
but it never changed me. I won't let it change me because that's what it's trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I
yeah, yeah.
won't. So it's when my grandmother gave me that analogy, I said, okay, I'm gonna figure out who I am on this playground. I'm not gonna be this little fuck face. out here. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna be human in this. I'm a human first, then I'm black, then I'm a rapper.
I feel you. I
I
feel
feel
you,
that.
You
I
man.
know
feel
what I
that.
mean? Straight up.
Straight up, man. Straight up. Jeez. You got wisdom after wisdom, bro. I'm glad you're on the show, man.
Drugs give you wisdom.
Hey, yo, no, hey, no cap, man. Once you kind of experiment with some stuff that will take you to the next plane, you realize some stuff, and when you touch back on Earth, you bring back that knowledge.
Man, I've done ayahuasca. I've done peyote. Uh, I'm trying to do some DMT. I've done some stuff where you got it's ego death. I had
Hmm.
ego death, man. When my ego died, they say when the ego leaves the room, God enters. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
once
Oh,
I
okay.
killed that,
Yeah.
once I killed the ego, and I don't even not it's not even dead. It's on a kite. Like my ego's on a kite, right? That's how
Hmm.
I look at it. It's on a kite. And I only bring it in when I really need it.
Hmm.
Sometimes it be rooms where my confidence ain't up because I'm thinking about something else.
Hmm.
So I pop in that little ego steroid real fast.
Yeah.
A little pinch of it. Just like, oh,
And,
all right, cool. Let me get my confidence up real fast because I don't have it right now. So some people don't like that used to be hard for me to admit sometimes, like, oh, when you don't have it, but that happens. Some days you're not in it. Some
hmm.
days you're
Hmm.
not. That's just human. It's like
Yeah.
nothing to be ashamed of it. But I have that ego on a kite just flying above me sometimes. It's not in me, it's just around. And so in case I need it, it's my flying nimbus kind of. Like how it's crazy how anime is like everything. I'm like, oh yeah, this is like, oh, my flying nimbus real fast. If I just need it,
Dude, hey,
whistle, pop up.
like real talk, I think. Well, I always say this, and I bring it up every time, but it's like, man, it's crazy how everyone loves anime now, and I fucking love it because like
Yeah.
I was getting made fun of growing up as a kid watching anime. I was like, bro, you still watching cartoons? You watching like Naruto and stuff? That ninja and like the orange jumpsuit and all that stuff? And I was like, hell yeah, I'm watching this shit. Like you gotta, like yeah, it's a cartoon, but you gotta look at the stories and like some of the stuff they telling you because it's real shit. You know,
Bro,
like
I was an asshole. I'll make people like tell me what you're watching and what it's feeding you.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Like that's how
okay.
I'll be. I was very assertive about and like you make fun of me, I make people look dumb.
Mhm.
I always
Mm.
make like, what are you watching like and I explain to them what anime is sometimes. Like this was made for fatherless kids. This was made for for people who didn't have certain parenting or in their life. This is knowledge. This is
Yeah.
people like, no, you read books. I said, nah, man, probably a couple mangas and anime, and then there's anime. That's about it. Like all my knowledge, 90% of my knowledge comes from anime. I can say
Oh,
that. Like
eh,
all of it.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
like facts straight up. Like anime taught me to like always be always be down for my people, you know, be loyal to those around you, never forsake your family and your friends, right? You always got to be there and look out for them and everything. But then it also taught me like, you know, life is like there's a balance in the world, you know, and
Hmm.
like you even think about like yin and yang and everything. There needs to be darkness for there to be light, right? And
Yep.
sometimes, you know, you need to be able to tap into both sides. Sometimes you need to tap into the dark for the light and vice versa, and you know, all that. And you just got to understand that, like, also, like we said earlier, you know, for for you to know good, you have to know bad, and for you also to experience the highs and know what like
Hmm.
success is, you gotta know what rock bottom's like. You know,
Yep.
there's all that, and like yo, anime, like tons of different animes and stuff. Like like they taught me that. You know.
It's not cartoons, man. It's not. This probably be my life. Like I know we're about to end. Like so, this is like I have the Boo song, right? The Majin Buu song,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And people
Hmm.
like, man, what made you write that? And I say, I don't think people like will really watch anime because people like, you love the Boo saga. It was so this. I said, listen, here go a filler scene. It wasn't a filler scene. Majin Buu killing everyone,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and they come across this blind kid, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
The blind kid looks at him like, "Who are you?" And he says, "I'm Boo." And Boo like, "You're not scared of Boo?" The kid said, "No, I'm blind." So what Boo do is heal. He went and healed the blind kid,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, he heals the blind kid. The kid has a sight. The kid start crying, and he runs to Boo and say, "I love you, Boo. I love you. Thank you, Boo." That's the moment where Boo changed.
Mhm.
Mm.
That's the
Mhm.
that moment is when you saw that. This is when you realize that that's innocent Boo, because that's the big Boo's name, innocent
Mhm.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's you start seeing the innocent in Boo, because his parents Bibbidi and Bobbidi created Boo, and I said, damn. When I had that mindset, I said, oh wow, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo,
Mm.
magic.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
people. So
Yeah.
Boo is created. So Boo is created from magic and pain,
Yep.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
he's created from.
Yeah.
Is how he started, what he was being taught. He's not
Mhm.
evil. He's being taught evil.
Yeah.
His default isn't evil, because he don't. His default is being put on him. So when he healed that blind kid, it was a change of Boo, and that stuck with me. Like
Yeah.
that. Pay attention to moments in your life that's gonna maybe propel you to something else, to who you really are. Like, pay attention to that. Um, don't just assume who evils after you are, or talk to people to gain something. If you have an opportunity to heal someone or help someone, do it.
Mhm.
And heal someone, just talking to them, giving them water, a
Yep.
pep talk,
Yep.
Yeah.
giving them praise, telling them
Yeah.
you're proud of them, telling them to clap it up. It's me seeing a little kid walk inside a Stater Brothers, and he got a soccer outfit on, and I asked him how was practice. I'm a stranger.
Mhm.
I'm a stranger as a little kid, and I said, "How was practice?" And he stopped and told me his whole goddamn day. No, I bet no one to ask him how was practice and how did he do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people just drop their kids off to practice as a babysitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? So me talking this time, him just kicking his feet, like, man, how was practice? And he just gave me his, and instead of him, he walked away with his head up high.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
You know
Damn.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
that moment of Boo taught me how to interact with people, how to, you know,
Wow.
help people, be helpful for people, smile. Like, it can be like one of your grandmas at a store, and they need to pick something off a grocery store, and they need someone big to do it, and I always get picked out. I always get picked out at a grocery store. They said,
Uh-huh.
I always ask why. They said, because you smiled.
Yeah.
Everyone looked
Oh.
at me like they didn't want to do it, but you looked at me and you was already eager, like, oh, I got you. Don't you
Mhm.
worry about it. Like,
Yeah.
so it's Boo taught me that. That what Boo taught me.
Damn. Damn.
You
That
know?
whole that boo hungry is like now different
Yeah.
perspective now. Oh shit.
Yeah. Turn your enemies to something productive. Cause that's what food is. Food becomes energy, productive. So turn your
Yeah.
enemies to something productive. Turn your enemies into a book. Turn your enemies
Mhm.
into food knowledge. Turn your enemies into
Mhm.
knowledge. Turn your enemies to something that's good for you. You know what I mean? After
Yeah.
me that bitch.
Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
That's
Yo, you really
Whew.
got me rethinking, cause like,
I have to rewatch that series.
nah,
Yeah,
Oh
bro.
hey,
man,
hey,
yeah.
like, hold up, better be some like real nerd shit right now.
Yeah, I love
Like,
the nerd shit.
like, Boo's original form is Kid Boo, and like you said, Boo, Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, created by magic and hate, right? But you think of Kid Boo as a kid, everyone says he's like the incarnation of evil, right? But he's
Yeah.
only, but everyone is born innocent. You only become a certain way when you're taught certain things. So his parents, being the bad people, put that onto him, right? And
Yes.
Boo didn't become like Majin Buu or the Big Boo or the innocent Boo until Akai sacrificed himself, who was like all this good in the world and the universe and everything infused with him and essentially created that version of Boo. And then that's kind of like you said with like your grandmother, right? She
Yeah.
was the person who raised you, and if it wouldn't be like I'm like blown away right
Nah,
now
no.
put into
Yeah,
this.
because like that's the same thing. Like, my mom would have raised me, I would have been Kid Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
and then
I've been the evil boo.
yeah, being Majin Buu, and then and then like that's just like, oh my god, dude, like, whoo.
Like Perfect
Yeah.
Cell. Imagine Perfect Cell was created by not by Bulma instead of Dr. Jerome. You
Yeah,
know what I
no,
mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine, just imagine the energy would be different. Like, the red capsule corp kratom cell
Mm-hmm.
would turn it totally different from the red ribbon army. It would have
Yeah.
been
Hey,
a
no,
whole
facts.
different mentality
Like
Yeah.
because the other android that was Love,
16.
right? He didn't have real contact and connection with Jerome.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
His connection was like the earth. And he
Mm-hmm.
was kind of like Vision. To me,
Mm-hmm.
he was Vision. Vision had a choice when they gave him the stone.
Yeah.
Analyzed the whole world and
Yep.
realized, all right, Ultron isn't good for this earth, so I choose to fight with the Avengers.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Now, if the
Hell yeah.
Avengers was evil, he would have fucked the Avengers up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's the creation, and it's a lot, bro.
It's man.
I just don't look at the surface level of shit
Yeah.
when I'm watching it. It's something deeper. It's always something deeper.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Damn.
But
Damn.
this is why we love this shit. For
Yeah.
talks like this, moments like this, to have those like mind blown ass fucking moments, dude. Like what the, like, bro, like, when you start trying to break it down, and then like you hit the epiphany, and it's just like,
Woo! Hey, that's showing of God, bro.
boom.
If you ever had an epiphany, just know that is God showing himself.
That's crazy.
When I learned
Facts.
that, I said, "Oh wow, the idea is the showing of God."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh wow, okay, I get it." So I pay attention to all my epiphanies,
Man.
like every single one.
I feel it.
So you don't know what
Facts.
you're gonna get out of it. You're gonna get something crazy out of it. You're gonna get
Yeah.
something that's people gonna think you like, oh man, this motherfucker woke, but not really. Like it's just putting shit intertwined that makes sense to us.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Make us propel different, move different, love different. You know, it. I don't know. It helps us cast these bullets for our gun real fast. Like it's different, man. It's shout out to anime, man. Shout out to all of them.
Man.
Shout out to anime. Big shout out to anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with that being said and everything, we're probably gonna bring it to an end. I want to thank you again, Noah James, for coming on.
Thank you,
the
Noah James,
podcast
man.
and
Much
doing this
love.
interview means a lot. Great conversation. A lot of insights, like learned and given.
A lot
and
of
everything.
advice, a lot of storytelling, a lot of advice.
man,
Man,
crazy.
amazing.
Much
Yeah.
love, man. Thank you. Thank
you.
y'all.
And before you go, we always ask, let the people know where they can find you, man, your socials, and like what platforms they can find you on and everything.
First, let me shout out to my queen Lisa J, manager, and my manager Preston,
Yes.
and my bro David.
Preston,
Boys,
That's a real one.
Team. Shout out to my homie Killer Reese out there shooting movies in Mexico right now.
Sheesh.
You can find me at noahjames.net, noahjames.net. Everything's on there. You can check out my merch store, bemajestic.store. You know what I mean? That's my website, Be Majestic. Majestic is my shit. Just be majestic, y'all. Be magnificent, magical, majestic. And on those two things, you'll find my social media. If you hashtag Noah James or Booze Hungry, or you'll find me. And I talk to people. So hit me up, y'all. Don't be scared.
For sure. All right, fam. We appreciate all the love and you coming on, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Much love, man. Thank you.
Yeah. And with that being said, we're gonna call it a night, guys. A shout out to everyone in the chat that tapped in and was listening for us. We love y'all. And catch us again same time next week. Peace.
Peace.